Hey everyone, how's it going? You're listening to the Infatuasian podcast. Thanks for joining us today. We have a really fun show for you. I'm not sure if I've actually said this to you guys before, but I'm a big fan of IU. I love her acting. My favorite K-drama is My Mister. But she's also one of the purest singers, I think, coming out of Korea with a really angelic voice is kind of the way you describe it. But I really started liking her when I watched Hyore's Homestay, which was a reality show from a few years back. And it's Lee Hyori, who is a famous K-pop star herself, and her husband. And they hosted people at their house, kind of like a B&B at their house on Jeju. And they enlisted the help of a part-timer, and it was IU. And came across as really charming, and she was not much younger, but at least 5 years ago. And she was younger and very charming and super down to earth, and that's where I really started to like her. So anyway, long story short, I'm an IU fan. And so a few weeks ago, I was on Instagram and I came across a reel of some footage from her concert in Singapore. And in this reel, she's talking to her interpreter. Her interpreter's name is April. And it was kind of unique because normally K-pop stars don't talk to their interpreters like directly by name. Usually the interpreters kind of stay out of the limelight. But this was a really cool video, and it kind of went viral. I think it blew up and went around the world a little bit. And so I found out the creator, her name is April Kim, and so I reached out to her, and guess what, guys? She's with us tonight. She's an interpreter, MC, and a content creator. Out of Singapore, we have April with us. Hey, April, how's it going?
Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks, Curtis. That was a great introduction.
You like that? Yeah. We're here talking with April. You're calling from Singapore right now?
Yes, I'm calling from Singapore right now. It is morning and it is evening for you, right, Curtis?
Yeah. It's still Tuesday over here. It's Wednesday over there.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Wow, really early. Thanks for waking up. And I heard it's a holiday. So you're giving up some of your holiday to chat with us. So thank you so much.
Not at all. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I was really surprised when you reached out to me, and I'm really happy and grateful that it's happening right now.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm super excited. We like to greet our guests in the Asian way. So, April, 밥 먹었어?
네, 밥 먹었어요.
Oh,
Curtis, did you eat?
I see. I used the informal, huh? Sorry, I should have used the formal. But we're friends now, right?
Don't worry.
We're
Yeah, we're friends now.
plus
And also,
I'm older than you.
Whoa, yes, that works. So don't worry. I
Okay.
mean, the fact that you spoke in my language, which is Korean, that means a lot. So don't worry.
Well, I only know like four phrases, so but yeah,
Oh,
great.
really?
Yeah, a little bit. I just know a very little bit. But
All right.
but I'm glad you ate. Glad you ate. Had breakfast already. Can we talk about your roots a little bit?
My roots, like where I'm from.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where were you born?
I mean, based on my surname, you can tell that I'm very Korean.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm Kim, and I stayed in Korea until I was like 18, and I came to Singapore after that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
my identity, I feel like I'm kind of very Korean. So in terms of
Hmm.
food, since we talk about pop, which is rice,
Yeah.
I love rice, and my gut reacts better when I eat Korean food. It's my
Uh-huh.
soul food.
Yeah. 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 But you came to Singapore for college, or what brought you to Singapore?
Yeah, Singapore for university and also the really diverse background, especially in language.
Hmm.
Like they speak four different language as their mother tongue, such as Chinese, English,
Hmm.
Tamil, and Malay. So
Yeah. Where'd you learn English just growing up? And did you go to international school, or you just went to a school where they emphasize English?
yes, actually I went to in Korea there's an island called Jeju, is like Korea's Hawaii or
Uh-huh.
Guam.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Basically in that Jeju there was an international school and I went to that international school and learned this English. So my accent is actually from my California teachers.
Yes.
Kudos to California. I love you.
Yeah, that's why we get along so well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So you learn English growing up. Have you always liked languages? It sounds like you've just always liked different languages.
Ooh, I'm not sure, but when I was young, I was really bad at speaking English, so
Hmm.
I don't think I liked it.
Hmm.
But as I get to learn how to express myself I began to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, learning language is hard,
Yeah.
but I think it's similar with exercising and gymming, which is like the more you do and more you're consistent, it will
Mm-hmm.
show.
Yeah. So now you're using it every day. That's good. Do you speak any other languages?
I speak a bit of Chinese and obviously fluent in Korean.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you're in Singapore now. Well, let's go back one step further earlier. When you were a kid, were you talkative as a kid? Did you always like kind of talking? Did you think you'd ever have a microphone in your hand? Like, what was your, as a kid, what were you like?
Can you define the age range of kid?
Okay, how about when you're like 10 or 11?
Oh.
Were you like in plays at school? Did you like, giving oral reports or what were you like as a kid?
Actually, before 5 or 6, I was a really shy kid.
Oh.
I was a very extremely introvert.
Mm.
I didn't like to be in front of people. My mom told me that I used to cry when people asked me to go out and dance.
Oh,
So I don't know
okay.
what happened to that kid because
Okay.
in my memory, since I was like 11 or 10, I began to enjoy people's attention. And then like there was one time they asked a group of students, like whoever has a gut or want to come out and dance, come out. And I just went out and started dancing. So
Ah,
somehow something happened. So I changed.
yeah. Maybe some confidence or just comfortableness. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So then you go to Singapore for school, and what were you thinking of study? Well, what did you study, and what were you thinking for a career?
Oh my God. Okay, typical Asian kids, they like as a typical stereotypical Asian kid, I
Uh-huh.
studied because my mom was a tiger mom.
Okay.
And like I never really thought about other path but like studying. So by the time when I had to choose university, I didn't know what I wanted because I've been just studying, never thinking about
Yeah.
what this will lead me to.
Yeah.
So that with that context, I chose business management because
Mm-hmm.
I eliminated other choices. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I don't like law, so I didn't choose it. Also, I don't like finance, I just delete it. I didn't like computer science, so I was like, delete it. So
Uh-huh.
delete, and ended me with business management. And then out of that, I didn't want, again, finance. Is either like digital marketing or finance if you come
Uh-huh.
to my university. So I chose digital marketing.
Okay. And so you working for a couple years before you started doing the interpreting and emceeing?
Yeah, actually, I was a proper, I was a proper digital marketer. I did a
Okay.
lot of social media and performance marketing before
Okay.
I jumped into this industry. So yeah, it is kind of weird to think about it.
Okay. So we got to talk about this. How did you go from just being were you in a cubicle? Were you like in a little office doing your digital marketing?
I was actually at the startup at the beginning during the COVID period, so I
Oh,
didn't even have an
okay.
office. Me and my boss, we used to meet
Okay.
in Starbucks.
All right. So how did you go from sitting at a laptop in Starbucks to interpreting for some of the biggest K-pop acts in the world?
Yeah, such as IU, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy. I so people have been asking me, so I thought about it. In short, I think luck is the best answer, fortunate,
Mm-hmm.
luck. I'm pretty sure there's so many people who speak better and actually interpret and translate better than me, but I
Mm-hmm.
was just very lucky to be in Singapore at the period when the opportunity come. And at the time, I was willing to sacrifice some sleeps,
Uh-huh.
sacrifice some weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just lucky.
Yeah. Was there an audition or an open call? How did you first? Oh, you just walked in?
Yeah, I mean, I'm making a face right
You're
now.
shaking your head and making a
Um,
face. Yeah.
so what happened was they were urgently looking for someone who was willing to become the show interpreter. We call it like a stage
Uh,
interpreter,
yeah.
basically a person who broadcasts your voice on behalf of the artist.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really stressful because everything will be recorded usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of people didn't want to do it, even though it is a very honorable position,
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't have a prior experience, it's something that will make your palms sweat and make you nervous and
Uh-huh.
maybe have some little bit of heart attack. It's
Yeah.
really nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
And B, usually the show organizer don't give you an opportunity unless you have a background or previous experience in it.
Mm.
So for me, I didn't have any experience, but they were urgent and I was willing to like, you know what? It's okay. Just record me. They wouldn't find me. You know what?
Huh, huh. You had
How are you
nothing
gonna
to
find out
lose.
that is me?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because people don't see your face or anything at
All right,
first.
yeah, unless it's you who would like shout out your
Right.
name, but usually the artist will not ask the interpreter's name because
hmm
interpreter is supposed to be an assistant. It's like Jarvis, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, were you a K-pop fan though? Like just casually?
I am a huge fan of Taeyeon.
So, Girls' Generation as a whole, or just Taeyeon?
Girls' generation as a whole, but I get to know them through Taeyeon, so my
Uh,
bias is Taeyeon. But
uh-huh.
overall, as a woman who is now working, I just respect all my eight ladies. It's
Yeah,
insane how they their kept themselves so professional yet so like approachable, lovely. Yeah, I respect them all.
yeah. And to get
It's
along for
so
so long, to
I know
keep it
this year's
going.
17th year. Oh my
Wow,
God.
that's nuts. Yeah. Because they're so young when you start too, like they're like I was very immature when I was like 21 or 18, and they kept it together, so that's really good.
Right. I mean, they started when they was like 18, 19, so like
Yeah.
they were teenagers. Can you imagine that? You told me that you have a daughter, right? Can
Yeah.
you imagine your
I
daughter starting
know.
18, 19?
The attention you got, to be crowned, Korea's girl group, that's a lot of pressure. And,
It is. So thinking about that, I just respect them. So actually ever since I became a show interpreter, I start to admire not only my biases, like Taeyeon and Girls' Generation,
uh-huh.
but all the artists. Like it's crazy amount of work and a lot of unexpected situation that they have to endure. So I really admire all the K-pop stars and also K-pop fans who's always there for them.
Yeah. When you first started doing it, was it natural for you to do that, or have you had to practice a lot?
Actually, there's not many way to practice it because it's impromptu on the spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I first started, it felt so much fun. It's like I'm doing a
Mm.
radio DJ,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but you have a voice of an artist, and then you just need to focus on how can I deliver this feeling to the audience. So
Mm.
actually, I focus more on like the being a bridge between the fan and the artist. That was my
Yeah.
main goal, which is
Yeah.
like I'm having so much fun with with the artist just by listening to it. How do I make sure that my fan, not my fan, but his fan or her fans feel the same?
Yeah.
So the main thing was to make sure that the audience was excited as much as I did. So
Uh,
yeah, so whenever I hear the reaction from the audience, because you get to hear the live reaction,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, yes, I'm nailing it. So
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
so much fun.
No, okay, yeah, it does sound fun. All right, let's talk about the nitty gritty. So, where are you? So, when we're in the stadium, so Singapore has this huge stadium, huh? You've been doing mostly these big, big shows. And where are you sitting?
So since we started with a great introduction to IU, let me refer to her
Okay, yeah, yeah,
concert. So
okay.
from the fans' view,
Mm-hmm.
like you're looking at the stage, right?
Right, okay.
So if you recall from the reel, I was keep looking towards the right.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah,
Like she
yeah,
just keep
yeah.
looking towards the right. So I was on the right side. That's
Ah.
where I was.
And it's a little desk. It's like a little table.
There is a long table, but I share with other people who work for the show. So
Mm.
I'm not alone. And also it's not closed. For her concert was exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you're sitting on the extreme right side, you would have seen some of the like staff member doing their thing on the monitor. I was one of them.
Oh, okay, okay. And you have an earpiece. You have a like an in-ear monitor.
Correct. So I have like usually we have one mic, but sometimes we have two mics, depends on the situation. So one is for the audience, for our dear fans, Yona, but the other one, um, if the artist one is for the artist to communicate with the artist in case like they want to clarify some of the pronunciation or some of the yeah, if they need help, we communicate through that other mic.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
so they can talk to you, but the audience can't hear them talk to you.
So like no. They will talk on the mic, but I'll reply through the other mic that only the artist and the
Oh,
backend members can hear.
wow.
Yeah, so sometimes when the artist is talking, like for example, like what time is it? Actually, she can hear it through her in-ear.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's kind of inside
Yeah,
information. That's very cool.
that I didn't know as well until I become an interpreter. But this time I didn't have two mic. I only had one mic. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why whenever she asked like, "Hey bro, is this correct? I don't think people are getting it. Why aren't they responding to my like what was
Uh-huh.
it? Steady la?" And I was
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh my God, I need to reply to her
Uh-huh.
through the broadcasting mic. This is
Yeah.
insane."
And then yeah, so you guys took a little time out and were actually talking to each other, but the whole audience is hearing it too.
Yeah, and that is rare. That
Mm.
was
That
rare.
was
Yeah.
rare, yeah.
So two mics, and then usually I have a feedback monitor, which is I can see her
Uh-huh, yeah.
through that mic. I mean through that monitor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have a little like lamp.
Mm-hmm.
So because
Mm-hmm.
it's usually dark in the stadium. So
Yeah.
those are my setting.
But if you do like I don't know, you didn't do twice, but let's say you have a group like twice who has like, 9 members, do you have to just keep track of everything everyone says on that?
That is a really fun situation because for me, as much as I love individual artists, but there's also different dynamic when there are more than one person,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it become like 4 or 5 or up to 10 or 13, right?
Right, right. 17 has 13 members, yeah.
Then they're gonna have their own internal conversation, and yes, you have to keep on track with all smart conversation because
Yeah.
as a fan, I understand we want to
We
know
want to know.
everything that our oppa 언니 are talking about. So you
Uh-huh.
cannot just say like, oh, because of side talk, I'm not going to translate. No, you have to pay attention. And
Yeah.
then even if that means that you have to sometimes like jump in when they're still talking, but you still have to let the audience know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Wow. That's challenging.
It's so much fun. Like I love it when they start to goof around, like they
Yeah.
goof around and like talk to each other and then
Yeah.
like leader or one of the member have to tell them like, hey
Yeah.
guys, keep it together. We have to come back. It is a
Right.
concert, not in our
Yeah.
house.
That is everyone's favorite part though, I think, is the impromptu
I know,
convos.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and also when they do that, they break sometimes they become super excited, so their voice become like la 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 la.
Uh-huh.
So imitating that la 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 is also so much fun.
Yeah, yeah. That I think that's kind of one of your signatures. We'll talk about that in a second when we talk about CN
All
Blue.
right.
All right, and you can totally hear the crowd. Obviously, it's so loud, right? The cheers.
How do I explain it? Without the earphone, you cannot hear the artist. Is that level
Right.
of cheers and that level of excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Like I also get so much energy whenever the fans cheer for the artist. That's the one thing that artists always mention, right? Which
Mm-hmm.
is thank you so much for the loud cheer. I'll always come
Mm-hmm.
back with like I received so much energy already, so I'll make sure to come back to you so I can give you back.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty intense. And then sometimes you have groups like we just went to go see IVE like a month or two ago, and then you have some people that speak English. Like one young will speak English, and then the other ones do Korean. So you have to keep track of who's speaking English, and like, oh, okay, I don't need to interpret for them. But then other people are speaking Korean. But then sometimes the one like IU will use English, but then she'll switch back to Korean. You have to keep track of wait, what language am I listening for?
Actually, no, because we're Korean, right? So best parts that like I have some standards of like, oh my God, am I doing well or not? So one of the like a cue that tells me that the artist is feeling more comfortable is when that English speaking member start to speak Korean.
Oh,
Yeah, so like actually there were a lot of situations where like they're really comfortable in speaking English because they're fluent in English, such as Wonyoung from IVE,
hmm,
but like they will still speak Korean.
yeah,
Sometimes when they want to, like when they get excited and
their
they
heart
want other
language.
members to
Yeah,
also, yeah, they want also other members to like join in the conversation, then they're gonna
uh,
switch.
yeah.
So let's like, yes, I do write down like who is fluent in English, but I always pay attention to see like oh, will she or will he speak
Mm-hmm.
Korean this time? Can I make them feel comfortable
Uh-huh.
enough to do that?
Yeah. And so your brain just automatically goes, "Oh, that was Korean. I got to interpret it."
Yeah, it's like it's so when I'm working, I'm like I'm in a high alert mode. It's like if I
Mm-hmm.
hear a small sound, I'm like flinch and like have
Yeah.
to think like, do I need to translate that or not?
Yeah. That's cool. All right, can we talk about some of your shows?
All right, let's do
All
this.
right, so now there's a few of them on your Instagram, but let's start. Should we start with your girl Taeyeon's concert?
Ooh, yes, actually, I have a poster of her right in front of me, so
Okay, so this
yeah,
one,
let's go.
let's see. I'll play it here. I don't know what we'll do for the audience. We'll figure something out for the audience. All right,
Oh, are you playing my reels right now?
I'm gonna,
Oh,
yeah, just
cool.
so you can react to it. You can react to it. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Is it embarrassing?
It's one of no, I mean it's one of my favorite moments.
Okay, so you want to set it up for the audience. So this was Taeyeon's concert in Singapore.
Yes. So this concert is the moment that I've been waiting
Uh-huh.
for so long because okay, this is concert called the theme was the Art of Love. Happened last year. It was the first concert that Taeyeon did after COVID.
Oh
So
wow.
basically, this was important to me and also to our Singapore Swans because her concert in 2020, which is right before the COVID, had to be canceled due to the COVID. So like
Oh.
everyone was looking forward for this moment when she
Uh-huh.
will be back. And she was back for 2 days. And we
Mm.
were the last stop of her Asian like tour. So
Uh-huh.
everything what I felt like everything was like coming together for me to like make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you got to be not just go to the like you probably would have gone to the concert anyway, but you didn't just get to go. You had that side front row seat on this.
Okay, so a lot of people ask me like, "Oh my God, did you get to take a photo with Taeyeon? Did you get to talk to her?" Answer is no.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Because as an interpreter, I was sitting close to the stage, but again on the side of the stage, so I
mm,
wasn't able to see the stage view. I was only able to see it through the videos of our fans. Thank
mm-hmm.
you so much, guys. And I only saw the monitor, the feedback monitor, which is same thing as the broadcasting one, the
Uh,
one that is being broadcasted to the fans. So
yeah. But you got to talk to her indirectly, right? So let's play this reel here. Let's see this.
속 시원합니다. There will be a new performance, and then like there will be a new concert with a new song. So right now, I don't feel any sad or disappointment. I feel very, very refreshing and happy. 네, 저의 이 감정을 굉장한 억양으로 잘 살려주고 계신 것 같아서 감사합니다. I I think the translator is picking up my tone in such excellence. So thank you so much.
this was insane. Never expected it.
That's cute. So for the audience out there, if you don't know this reel, so Taeyeon is thanking her interpreter for picking up her tone, and then this video cuts to the side, and you see April saying how happy she is. Just that Taeyeon thanked you directly. That's pretty cool.
I mean, it was insane. A, she thanked me directly. B, she never done this before.
Uh
Because
huh.
as a fan, you will follow and track. Sorry, I'm speechless right now.
You're reliving it right now.
Breathe. I need to breathe. As a fan, I tracked down all of her other stops, obviously, and I listened to her concert. And yes,
Mm,
she did a little interaction with the interpreter. Whenever like interpreter say something, she make a really cute face, interaction gesture. But I've never heard her actually thanking the interpreter slash translator directly like this. So
mm.
I just like felt like, oh my God, this means so much to me. And yeah, and right after she said this was my favorite song, Timeless. So I just like I I broke
Oh.
right after the interpretation when the song started. I have a video that my friend took it where I just like I'm like, how to say this? I break down.
You're
I like
bawling.
crying. I'm like wailing. I was like
Oh
wailing.
man. Wow. Dream come true.
It was
Okay.
insane. She gave me a confidence that I'm doing the right thing.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's super cool. All right, and
Yeah, thank you.
let's jump to my girl.
Yeah, your girl. You
Well,
have two videos from your girl.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so she did. IU also did two shows, right? And you did both of them
Yes, she did two shows and she honestly rocked my world upside down.
because she's having a conversation with you. How cool is that?
Like at the very beginning, you mentioned like how she's down to earth and she's so kind, she's so like gentle. At the same time, she's so professional and cool. I agree with all of them, especially like as I was able to experience this moment.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and play this one.
Hello, April. Hello. Hello. She's my interpreter, and she told me that Sri Light is the language of Singapore. Is that right, April? That's correct. 맞아요. 정말 맞는 거죠? 아무도 모르시는 것 같아서요. Are you sure? Because it seems like everyone is not getting it. Thank you, April. Please convey the most beautiful words to my beloved Singapore. Okay. All that depends on you. Say hello to my interpreter, April.
어제 에이프릴 씨도 굉장히 너무 잘하셨다고 팬분들이 되게 좋아하셨다는데요.
Yesterday, April did a great job in interpretation, so I heard the fans really liked it. Oh.
Okay, yes. So the first couple clips are from day one,
Correct.
and then the last couple clips are from day two, and so it's almost like she's your buddies now. By day two, you guys are best friends.
I was really happy and surprised. I was like, every time she called my name, I was like flinching. I was like, oh my God, she's calling my name.
It's so weird, right? Because you're supposed to just kind of be her voice, but she's actually talking to you.
Yeah, and then she's talking to me and I need to reply to her. Like talking to me is okay. Because she's an artist. She
Mhm.
can do that, but like me replying to her feels
Yeah,
illegal. It felt illegal to
you're
me.
right. Oh man, it's like I'm getting paid to do this too.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. And uh, I'm also sharing this moment with everybody. Oh my God.
Yeah. How big is that stadium? Is like 30,000, 40,000?
So that indoor stadium was too small for IU.
Oh yeah, she
Okay,
sold out.
yeah, I think, okay, kidding. It was about, I think 15,000.
Okay, okay, indoor. I thought it was an outdoor one.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
and that's why it was sold out within 30 minutes, if I'm
Yeah,
not wrong.
yeah. Yeah, she's coming here to Oakland, which is our indoor stadium, and I think it holds like probably less than that, but yeah, she sold out so fast.
Yeah, actually,
So,
like I don't think it took even 30 minutes. Once the ticket sale was open, it got sold out so fast. Everyone's like, oh my God, the stadium is so small for IU. Open more, open
yeah.
more. So they opened more, and then it also got sold out. So it was a
Yeah.
constant series of tickets being sold out within a minute.
Wow. Yeah, cuz she hasn't come out here to America, so we're just dying to see her. So it sold out super fast. I'm gonna be out of town though. When she comes to my town, I'm gonna be out of town. I thought about trying to fly to see her, but then it gets really expensive.
I
It would be kind of
know.
crazy.
Oh, but I'm so
So
happy that the American fans get to see her. It's a really different
yeah,
experience to be in the concert hall. You know that, Curtis.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I've seen a few, but I used one of my favorites. But yeah, just the timing just didn't work out.
Mm.
But maybe next time. Maybe
Maybe
next
next
time.
time. She will always be there. Remember, like there's one of the video she mentioned that she wants to fill up the whole stadium until she's like 70.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
that's one of her goal or the vision. So when I heard that, I was like, yeah, she's gonna be around.
I hope. I hope. Yeah, but she's
Always.
so busy. She does dramas. She does reality shows. She has her own YouTube channel.
She does. I
Oh
really
man.
respect her. She is
No,
amazing.
hardworking and talented and nice and everything.
Yeah,
Like
so like after the concert, I had a period of like crush on her. I was like, oh my God, I never thought I'll ever like anybody outside of Girls' Generation and Taeyeon, and then this lady just jumped in, like
Uh-huh.
burst into my fan life and say like,
Mm-hmm.
huh, you really think you cannot like me? I don't think so. And then I was having a hard time feeling bad for Taeyeon, and I'm like, what is going on?
Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny if you ever watch her YouTube show, some of these top stars just kind of melt in front of her because they admire her so much, like
I mean,
these
I'm pretty sure
superstars in
if
their
you're
own
in front
right.
of her,
Yeah.
you'll just melt and you will
I
become
know.
like speechless person. You become,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know. Just
you panic.
yeah. Yeah. All right. So that brings us to okay, so shout out to IU. I feel like the next time you bump into IU, can you mention our podcast so we can get her on our show? So
Whoa, I cannot promise anything, but
well, it sounds like you're best friends based on the way she talks to you. It sounds like you guys are really close.
she's treating me fairly equally, and I'm really grateful. But I don't have any like,
You're
yeah, I don't
not
think
you're
I
not
can
in her
promise you
DMs.
anything. I'm sorry. It's-
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
yeah, she's amazing because she made me feel that way. That is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, and the last one is a really fun one. Where was this one? This looks like a smaller venue. This was CN
It's the
Blue.
same venue.
Oh, is it? Okay. But so CN Blue is what are they second generation? They're a little older too, right?
They are second generation. They're the same generation as Taeyeon and also IU, so
Okay.
they are big.
Yeah, they're big, but yeah, so they're doing a concert and they're just kind of taking a rest between songs. It sounds like they're kind of just chilling around on stage. Or you set it up. You set it up.
So this situation is after most of the show is done, and then he's taking a video of everyone doing a wave. You know, in the concert
Uh-huh,
hall, we
uh-huh.
do waves. And he's like, oh my God, it's so pretty. Everyone try one more time. And then after that, he was like, okay, I'm so sorry. Can we do one more time? So it was after like a two, three waves, and he took a video of it, and it's like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's so good. I like it. That's
Mm-hmm.
the moment.
Okay, so let's play this.
너무 좋아.
It is so good.
Oh, thank you. 너무 좋아.
It's so good.
너무 좋아.
It is so good.
좋아. 내 모든 것이 좋아. So good.
Everything about you is so good.
요즘 넌 나 아닌 다른 사람과 만남이 잦더라.
These days you have so many meetings with other people these days.
와, 대박.
Wow, crazy.
goosebump.
All right, so that's really a fun interaction. Where are you a singer? Can you sing? It sounds like you can sing.
No, I was just trying my best to keep up with it. But did you realize that after the first one, he actually he changed his key
Yeah.
to make it more comfortable for me to follow him, imitate him. So
Oh,
kudos to kudos to him.
yeah. No, that's super fun. That's super fun.
Yeah, 영화 정영화 kudos to 정영화. Ooh, it's in blue.
Yeah. No, and the whole band got into it too. The other members were doing it too, just to test you out.
Yeah, like Chongshin jumped in, and then like everyone started to smile about it. It was crazy.
Yeah, they seemed like they had a lot of fun with you.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so behind the scene wise, what happened was after I do the first one, and then second time when he was like testing the water to see if I can do it again,
Uh-huh.
I started to panic. I was like, I didn't expect him to actually continue singing.
Uh-huh,
You know, I
uh-huh.
thought it was gonna be one off. So I look at the show director, I'm like, can I continue? He's gonna make me continue. And the show director was like,
Just do it.
continue.
Just do it. Yeah.
Just do it. It's great. The audience like it. The artists like it. Continue. I'm like, okay. And then I was continuing. And then behind, right beside me, everyone was like jumping as well. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. This is a crazy moment. I was like,
Yeah.
Whoa, what is going on?
Yeah. Okay. Super fun. So yeah, if you ever are in Singapore, and you go to K-pop concerts, they've probably heard you, right? They probably heard if you've been to IU, Taeyeon. Who else have you done?
I also did Chao Nu's fan concert, which happened in April. And
Hmm.
then if you actually check my feed, one of my very first concert was 17's.
Okay, so that was 13 guys.
There were 13 guys, and I had so much fun.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine because they're so
Yeah.
playful. You know the way boy bands do it is just really fun.
Yeah, and actually they also interact. I think they also enjoyed interacting with the interpreter,
Sure.
so it was
Yeah.
fun to have fun together. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So hey, what's up for you? You got some summer concerts coming up?
Ooh, June would be a fun month. May was a quiet month, which I'm grateful because I get to study more.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Yeah, but June, some of the concerts are coming up, and I am actually waiting for some news, which I
Ooh.
can share once it's confirmed. But
Okay. Okay.
I'm manifesting for something.
All right. Yeah, I think we talked in private about that. I'm hoping. Is it the one we
Yeah,
talked
we
about?
should talk right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the one we talked
All
about
right. Well, sending it
is
out,
that one.
sending it out into the universe. This episode may not come
Yes,
out until later June, so maybe I'll throw an update in the caption if we get an update. But all right.
yeah, manifest,
All
manifest. The one
right.
that I talked about,
Come
Curtis.
on,
Pray for me.
everyone.
I want
I
that.
will light a candle. That would be cool. That would be really cool. And I'm going to announce it here on the podcast if it comes true. So I'll follow your reels. I'll make sure I can follow it. All right.
Thank
So,
you.
oh yeah, you're welcome. All right, April, you have survived our tough questions. Are you ready for our lightning round?
All right, let's go. Let's do
All right,
this.
whatever comes to mind. What's the favorite? I think I know the answer, but what was the favorite concert you've ever been to as a fan or as a interpreter?
Hang on.
Yeah, not a shocker. Not a shocker. Do you have a favorite Singlish phrase?
Oh, yeah, I do. Shock.
Shuck. I had a
But after IU, after IU, I love steady la.
steady la. You have to have the law in there, right? You have to have the law.
Yeah, as you know, Chinese is all about intonation, so you
Uh-huh.
have to have steady la. Yeah.
How about Konglish? You have a favorite Konglish phrase?
Ooh, favorite Konglish phrase. Actually, no, my brain eliminated all the Konglish.
You know, I interviewed a Korean guy on Sunday, and you know what he said?
What he said?
Fighting.
Ah, that's Konglish?
I guess, kind of. Well,
Oh,
because
okay.
in Korean, is it more like fighting or whiting?
In Korean is fighting.
Whiting. But then when they translate it into English, it kind of sounds more like fighting, right? Like fighting.
Oh, right. Okay, actually, that makes sense. 대박 and fighting.
Yeah. All right. How about your favorite? Now, Singapore has some good street food. I know that you guys are like a fusion of all these different cultures. Do you have a favorite street food snack?
Oh, there's so many. Can I just list them all about?
Go
But
for it.
I'll just say it out
We
loud.
got plenty of airtime. Go ahead.
Okay. Please, when you come to Singapore, guys, try satay, which
Mm-hmm.
is a stick meat,
Yep.
but it's charcoal and so good. Make sure you eat with beer in the street.
Yeah.
And then try like kaya toast for breakfast. So
Uh-huh.
good. I think ladies, you will love it. So gentlemen, you have to bring your ladies to the kaya toast
Hey,
place.
I like kaya
And
toast
then
too.
you like kaya toast as well?
I do. Yeah. We have a place in here in San Francisco called Bread Belly, so I love that place.
San Francisco has
A
everything.
little bit. Not as good as Singapore, but a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Yes, so kaya toast. And then honestly, chili crab is the one thing that always come up in Singapore, but it's not cheap. That's
Mm,
the issue.
mm-hmm.
But if you want to try, there's a cheaper version in Newton Hawker Center. So chili crab, yes.
Mm.
And lastly, laksa.
Laksa. Yeah. So much good food. I haven't been. You know, I've talked to some people from Singapore, but I've never been. So now I have like 3 or 4 contacts in Singapore. So I gotta, if I ever get there, I gotta hit you guys up and get your recommendations when I get there.
Definitely. Come, Curtis, contact me.
I
I'll bring
would.
you around.
Oh man, I would love that. Dreaming. Someday. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not too far to get.
Prob No, it is far. It's like 13 hours from LA or San Francisco,
Yeah.
if I'm
No,
not.
what I mean is it's only half a day travel. Like
All right, I like that attitude. All
I think I
right,
mean
yeah, it's only half a
I
day.
think India would be like 18 hours, Australia might be 20 hours or Africa would be 20
Yeah,
hours. So, half a day.
if you put it that way, it sounds very like close by. So
Oh man.
come during the winter time. Like
Mm.
Singapore is 24/7 summer, so
Yeah, it's a little cooler in December or just not really.
oh no, I'm just telling you because like if you miss summer sunlight, you can travel during
Oh,
your winter time so you can enjoy summer
get
again.
out of my winter. Yeah, you're near the equator, so it's always warm.
We're always 24/7 hot, and on December to February is our monsoon season. So if you want to
Uh,
enjoy a 6 days of rating out of 1 week, you can come during that period.
all right. Keep that in mind. All right, I'll definitely have to plan this. Plan this. What's a concert you would pay for?
I would pay for IU.
Yeah, that good, huh?
Actually, I really wanted to just sit back and watch it, but I had to force myself, like, I'm here to work. I'm here to work.
Yeah. Okay, besides IU and Taeyeon, what's a concert that you'd love to work?
Love to work. Oh, actually, I really enjoyed the concert with FT Island.
Okay.
He just had I feel like he's a ball of energy,
Hmm.
and then his voice is so charismatic. I think, and then the way he also communicate with me, he also like asked my name in the middle of the concert. So that was
Ah.
the one concert that I really enjoy working. I was like, is he really looking at me on the stage? Because
Ah.
I was sitting on the here left side of the stage, and he was able to look at me because we didn't have any curtain.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was a concert that I really enjoy working.
Yeah. You like these second gen people, huh? You kind of like the little older group.
My
Yeah.
biases, my generation, my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, there's some great. That's where it all started. Well, not all started, but it got big in second gen. That's when K-pop really got big.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like if you live in Korea and then in that period of time, everywhere was them. Like
Yeah.
if you bump into TV, they're
Sure.
there. If you
Yeah.
talk with your friends, they're there. So
Yeah. Let's see. Do you, off the top of your head, or you can get your phone out? What were the last three songs that you played on your device?
let's try.
Let's try it.
Um,
Let's see.
it's easy.
All
I
Taeyeon.
think, I hope. There is a chance. How do I check this?
I
Wait,
don't
I'm so
know. Let's see.
old.
You can
I don't
just
know.
whatever pops up first. What are the first three songs that pop up?
Okay, the first song is 2X by Taeyeon.
Okay.
And then the second one is Mars by wait, I think yeah, by Dio.
Uh huh.
It's
Yeah.
his latest
That's the
album because
new
I
one.
watched the
IU.
IU's YouTube.
So good, right?
Yeah, and then they're singing together, and I was like, "Oh my God,
I
such a
know.
great song! I need to listen to them." So I
Well, when
said that as a second song.
their Love Wins All duet. Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Yeah, and the third is Love Wins All.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, no, I wish you can get those on Spotify. You can watch it on YouTube, of course, but I wish you can get those songs on Spotify. I would love those duets.
Their duets were beautiful, right? And a
Oh
lot of
man,
cover songs that they did on IU's palette is really beautiful.
so good. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, IU.
Oh, you really
All right. So our last question, our signature question, is we asked our guests to choose an infatuation. Infatuation is anyone Asian that you admire. Could be someone you know or someone you admire from afar. Could be living or deceased. So April Kim, who is your infatuation?
I mean, apart from all the artists that we just talked about, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so given Taeyeon and IU
Do you know the movie that Everything Everywhere
all at once. Yeah.
All at Once? Michelle,
Yo.
yo, she
Yeah.
is my
You're not the
infatuation.
first person, and you won't be the last. Yeah. Malaysian, right? Isn't she Malaysian Chinese?
She is. So thanks to this geographical position, I
Yeah.
get to know her better.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
she's amazing. And
She's amazing. Did
I,
you watch Crazy Rich Asian?
oh yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot of her stuff, and it's just amazing. Like I saw her like in the '90s. She was doing stuff 30 years ago, but she's at the top of her game now. You know, she was in a show called The Brother's Son, which is really good on Netflix. She's just a great actress, but action, but also well spoken, but also beautiful. Like she's got it all. Like she's amazing. You know.
She is so graceful,
Mhm.
charismatic,
Yeah.
elegant,
Yeah.
yet she's also cute. Did
Yeah.
you realize, like, when you see the interview, there was like cute moments that you
Yeah.
get to, like, you feel like you get to know her better in a personal
Yeah.
level. So,
Yeah. And she could kick your butt. So that's a
yes,
she can protect
can
us.
kick my butt. Come and kick my butt. I don't mind if
I
it's Michelle
know.
Yeoh. But yeah, she's admirable. And the fact that she is doing a long run in this industry, like you
Yeah.
mentioned, just gives me a hope. Like when you're sincere and
Yeah.
when you are like dedicated to this work like she does,
Yeah.
you can stay in here as long as you want.
So great. There's a montage on Instagram right now where they have interviews going back to like the 90s, and she's talking about the roles and how she wishes there were better roles, or you know, that some different stuff that she could do, because she was a Bond girl. She was in a James Bond movie. But so when
Right.
she got the call, she was like, "Oh man, I thought I was gonna be James Bond." You know,
Oh, wow.
but then you flash forward to her Oscar speech, and she says, you know, and women out there, don't let anyone tell you you're past your prime, and everyone just loses it. You know, everyone just goes. So for 30 something years, you know, maybe even longer, she's been doing it at a high level. Yeah, good pick. Good
Right,
pick.
that's Wait, can I just say one more person?
Of
Since like
course.
while we're talking about it, I was like, oh my God, I need to shout out to this person. Have you heard of Sharon Lee? I think her surname is Sharon, like Lee.
Sharon.
She was the interpreter for director Bong for
Oh, a Parasite?
Parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was the interpreter for the director, and
Uh-huh.
then her interpretation received so much like shout out and
Mm.
highlights international level, right? So when I
Mm-hmm.
watched her, she gave me so much hope, and she was my motivation because obviously her translation is really accurate, but she was having so much fun, and the fact that she doesn't have any background in interpretation and translation,
Wow.
her major is actually movie and she's a director.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That gave me an idea like, hey, just because I do not hold a degree doesn't mean I'm not qualified to be a good interpreter. Look at Sharon. I can do
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. Sharon Lee, I'm gonna go watch that on you. I gotta find that on YouTube. Yeah. Great.
She she's amazing, and I think you'll also fall in love with her if you watch her YouTube clips because she's smiling and she look
Uh,
into your eyes and she have fun.
all right. Okay, cool. Yeah, double picks. That's fine. We love it when we can
Yeah.
name more than one Asian that we admire. Perfect. Perfect.
Mhm.
Hey, thanks for coming on with us today. It's been super fun chatting with you.
Yeah, you're amazing, Curtis. Thank you so much for like leading me with such great questions and making me feel so comfortable. I hope I didn't over
No,
talk.
no, you did great. No, we have you here to talk. I want you to talk. See, that's what you're used. You're
Perfect.
used to kind of being on the sideline and used to being kind of under the radar. But now this is all about you today.
Yeah, insane. Thank you so much, Curtis.
Sure,
What an experience.
sure. Hey, you can help me do this. Let me share my screen. Since you're a professional MC,
What?
I have a thing I do at the end here. So I'm gonna do this. Do you want to do?
Yeah, like let's do that. Sounds fun.
All right, you want to try to do the last paragraph?
Okay, cool. Do you want me to do it now?
Okay, so I'll do this first part, and then you can do this last part at the end.
Okay.
All right. So hey, I got a professional MC here, so we're gonna do the call to action together. So I'll start here. As I always mention, you can write to us at infatuasianpodcast@gmail.com, and please give us a follow on Instagram and Facebook at Infatuasian Podcast. All these details are in the show notes, and you can follow April over at april.kim.sg on social media. I'll write all this out in the show notes. Please go check out her reels.
Please follow us wherever you get your podcasts. We could use your ratings and reviews over at Apple and now Spotify. But until then, we hope you are all happy, healthy, and safe. Thank you again for listening and talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Woohoo!